Okay, so this will just be basically just a series of opinions on Brightline. So, as you know, on September 22nd, after months of intense testing, Brightline's high speed branch opened to the public as a rail service traveling between Miami and Orlando, with the route being 6 stops in total. Now, the other stops besides Orlando were worked on in years past, but service to Orlando started as of September 22nd. So the route is 6 stops in total, and those stops are Miami, Aventura, Fort Lauderdale, Boca Raton, West Palm Beach, and Orlando International Airport. 6 stops in total. The run usually takes around 3.5 hours, and trains are capable of reaching speeds up to 130 miles per hour, which is very impressive. Now, I believe that this is a great advancement not only for the areas which they serve, but for the United States as a whole, as it allows the country to finally test out high speed rail. Now, I would say it's also impressive that Brightline got their high speed rail system up before California did. So, I mean, Florida's taking the W with that, so you can't get mad at them for that. Now, with the Brightline trains reaching a maximum speed of about 125 to 130 miles per hour, that is almost on par with Amtrak's Acela, which is very impressive because you're literally competing with the top dog. Like a literal government run agency is being challenged by a private agency, which is only stressing the need for private agencies in order for there to be healthy competition. Now, as one of the first high speed rails in the United States, Brightline has a very high bar to set for other agencies that may attempt to test out this technology in the future. I would say that I'm glad that the US is finally taking steps towards entering the high speed arena. I mean, other countries have had this program for a long time, like Japan with the Shinkansen, France with the TGV, etc. So, relatively speaking, the US is late to the game, but still, better late than never. Brightline is privately owned, but shares tracks with Florida East Coast Railway. This shows me that sometimes, if you want stuff done, you gotta rely on private agencies, kind of like how SpaceX surpassed NASA in a sense, and sometimes works alongside them in order to achieve greater goals. Now, Brightline service is slated to increase on October 9th, which is the Monday after this update is released, increasing from 7 trains a day to 15 in each direction a day, or 30 trips in total. I also hear that they'll use AI in the near future to determine if there are people trespassing on tracks, which can also make things a lot safer for the agency. Their trains kind of remind me of the Avelia Liberty, but the cars do look longer. Now, the equipment that Brightline uses are the Siemens Charger SCB-40 locomotives, along with Siemens Venture train sets, which Amtrak also utilizes for their Midwest services. No wonder why I like the design. I do always look at the Siemens Venture cars as being very futuristic, almost like a modern insight as to the cars we will have in the future, when the Amtrak Arrows are launched, or even when the Avielas enter service. Their trains kind of remind me of the Avelia Liberty. This agency has definitely caught my eye due to the fact that they managed to get this high-speed service up before a single Aviela was placed into service. Just shows that the quality of your tracks matter. As the Aviolas are apparently too advanced for the tracks they're slated to run on, not a single one has entered service. Those darn things were supposed to be in service by 2022. And here we are, 2023 almost over, and not a single one serving passengers. I believe there's around 8 or 9 consists on property now, and the fact that they can't go anywhere besides testing is absolutely literally insane. They're literally just sitting there collecting dust because they're too freaking advanced for the tracks here. The old, centuries, decades old tracks that we have on the Northeast Corridor are incompatible with the advanced technology which Alstom is trying to give us. Literally insane. Oh man. I remember seeing the Avielas back in July 2021, and I'm like, wow, I can't wait for them to enter service soon. Here we are, October 2023, still no progress. As you also might know, Brightline isn't done either with their expansion. They also plan to have another service expansion running from Orlando's International Airport to Jacksonville, Florida, passing by Disney World in the process. The stops slated to be annexed are Convention Center, Disney World area, Lakeland, Tampa, and Jacksonville. So it'll be 5 more stops, making this high-speed rail very effective in connecting Florida as a whole. Florida's going to be eating good down there. Good grief, y'all almost making me jealous. Excited to see what this network will look like in its full state. I mean, that is going to be awesome. Alright, those are my thoughts on Brightline. Just wanted to give you guys a little bit of insight on how I think about the high-speed rail stuff. Thank you for tuning into this video. Please subscribe and stay blessed. Thank you all for watching.